It's time to suit up, all you Minties, and talk about one brand new Marvel Omnibus and one Marvel Omnibus reprint coming out in March of 2022. So, let's get started. This video is sponsored by Marvel Comics, so thank you so much to David Gabriel and the fine folks at Marvel for sending us advance notice of these Omnis coming out in March of 2022. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Ring that bell for notifications to let you know when our videos are going live. Share the video. Let others know where you get your breaking news in the world of Marvel Collected Editions. All of this helps with our YouTube algorithm and our channel keep growing. Alright, so we have two books to talk about. As I mentioned, one is a reprint and one is a brand new book. But it's a follow-up to another series. So I guess the series sold well enough to give us another one, an updated version, if you will. So, coming out... Oh, by the way, one thing I always like to state is, if you don't want to get spoiled, don't look at the comments section, watch the video first, and then go to the comments by all means. Share your thoughts if you have any questions. But also, don't look too much into the ties. Sometimes I just wear ties because, they're cool. That's it. So, just because I'm wearing a tie of what is Fantastic Four doesn't mean that I'm talking about a Fantastic Four book. So, but the Fantastic Four do appear in the first book. So, coming out in March of 2022 is the official handbook of the Marvel Universe Update 89 Omnibus. So this is the updated stuff from the 1989 series, written mostly by Peter Sanderson and others. But first, let's take a look at this Ron Frenz standard edition cover. I love the character standing there. That Venom just looks so out of place with the Vision and US Agent. Where else can you see people like that on the cover? And I hope it's a wraparound cover as well, because I love having the back and the front just full splash pages of that. But that one there is the standard edition cover. So let's talk a little bit about this book, what the contents are, again down here. So this collects the 1989 or Update 89 Marvel Handbook Guide of the Marvel Universe 1 through 8. And if you remember those were bigger volumes. They weren't single issues like the previous ones. So this updates all of the status. It introduces new characters like Venom, who's on the cover. Let's look at the direct market cover. This one here, also supplied by Ron Frenz, and features Artie and Leech, heck yeah, and Iron Fist. And who's that standing next to Iron Man? That's Infectia. Why did I say Infectia? Like that's pretty dramatic. But anyway, those are the kind of characters you're going to be seeing in here, because there were a whole bunch of characters introduced before between the previous volume and this particular volume. Now, the last book I'm going to be talking about, well, it's a reprint. And again, I always tell people ignore the ties. It's not a hint or anything, unless it is. And of course, it is a big hint, because coming out in March of 2022, Fantastic Four by Jonathan Hickman Omnibus Volume 2 is being reprinted. So, let's take a look at the standard edition cover here. This standard edition cover is supplied by Gabriel Del Otto. I love this piece of art. This is one of the best eras of the Fantastic Four. Down here at the bottom, let's look at the content. And if you can see, it collects the FF, the Future Foundation, issues 6 through 23, Fantastic Four 600 through 611, and 605.1. It's the exact same content that the very first volume collected, or the very first printing collected. So there it is. We have Volume 1 coming out later this year, and now here's your chance to get Volume 2 early next year. Now, let's look at the direct market cover, because for the first time, the book is going to get a direct market cover. So the direct market cover is supplied by Giuseppe Camuncoli, and it's a nice piece of art. This is, I think it's from issues 601 and 602 when both of the issues are put together. So he is one of the artists in the book. And speaking of other artists and other writers, this is all written by Jonathan Hickman, but you're going to see the other art in here by Greg Tocchini, Steve Epting, Barry Kitson, and like I mentioned, Giuseppe Camuncoli, Ryan Stegman supplying some early artwork. You have Ron Garney, Nick Dragotta also supplying artwork. So it's a book full of talent, and a book that I know was voted in our top 10 most wanted omnibus reprints in 2019. So check that off your list, and the list is completed with this omnibus. Now, with all that being said, don't forget to pre-order. If you have any questions, please leave the questions down below. Let me know what you think about these omnis and the reprint. And like the video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, ring that bell for notifications. More importantly, everyone, please stay healthy, stay safe. Much love.